Ladies and gentlemen, MarauderEX here with more Let's Play Shining Force 2. As you can see, I'm nowhere near where we just were. I came back to the other continent to come to Creed's because there's 3 people that we need to pick up. Not that we're going to use them for anything, but might as well have them. And I figured this part's going to be mostly talking anyway, so as you can see, there's some damage done to the floor here. There's lots of damage done here. Let's talk to Goliath. Goliath lost it. Adler regained his memory and suddenly went berserk. He had a fearful face. Okay. And Creed fell into the ocean to stop him. I don't know how that happened. Like, I can just imagine some sort of epic Gandalf fight. But Mr. Creed is gone. I really want to find the legendary magic sword, but I can't do that if I'm stuck here. Sure. Eric the Knight. Not to be confused with Eric the Red, or Blue, or Green. Next we have... I was surprised to find I returned to my original size. So the spell wore off when Creed vanished. And Randolph the War has joined us. And last... You're just kind of... I'm not sure why, but I'm free. Can I join your force? I got nothing else better to do. Tyrion the Mage. So this is actually the most number of people you'll ever have following you, because I've got Peter, Astral, Eric, Randolph, and Tyron all following me now. Look at this. Look at that. It's just making a giant circle of people. Alright, I'll go ahead and show off their stats for a second, and then I'm gonna quickly cut back to where we need to go. So they're gonna show up right underneath Karna. So we've got Randolph, who's got a power axe. He's kind of useless until he promotes. Tyrion the Mage with Blaze and Freeze. He also learns Bolt and Sleep. So he's kind of useful, but we're gonna be getting another mage who's even more useful than him. And then Eric is above Karna, and he is a knight, and he can promote to paladin. So, yeah. Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and cut the video real fast, and we're going to go back to the Dwarven village, and I'm going to show you guys around, and then we're going to show a little bit of talking and that sort of thing to just eat up time before we continue on. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in just a brief second. Okay, so I lied. We're not back at the Dwarven village. I decided I'm gonna come back here and see if we can talk to these guys now that we know the fate of Petro. Apparently not. Apparently you guys don't care that your grandson is dead, and I've got the Sky Orb. So... well, that sucks. So yeah, now for real, we will be back. Well, I'll go ahead and show it. I mean, we'll walk. I'm already mostly there. I didn't want to show all the travel, because all this travel is kind of ridiculous and useless. But in case you guys were wondering where you end up here at this ruins that we had that fight before. This door is now open because we came in through that side. So now we can freely use this tunnel to go back and forth between Grands and the island of Grands and whatever the hell continent we were just on. I don't remember the name. And it teleports us back through the spinny vortex tunnel thingy. I kind of want to meet this ancient civilization, honestly. They build little pocket dimensions where ruins just kind of float in the background. Alright, so yeah, now we'll head back to the Dwarven village. I was kind of hoping for some interesting dialogue that, you know, your grandson died, here's the Sky Orb back, because we don't need it. But also the Nazca ship's dead. It kind of crashed. Sorry. We've got the Nazca cannon if you want it. Yeah, because that's a great idea. Give an old man who's probably quite despondent that his grandson is dead a cannon. Oh, that would just end so well for all involved, wouldn't it? This is why I don't have superpowers, because I would just go on a murderous rampage at times. Alright, so we're gonna wander around. If you use the dry stone here on this little spot where you can kind of see the, on the border of the grass where it's a little different, if you use the dry stone there, it creates a bridge, and then another little secret village. This is the Dwarven village. And we're gonna wander around it because there's a bunch of things we need to get. Nothing there. Priest, shopkeeper, that we're not gonna be dealing with at the moment. Nothing there. There's lots of ways out of this place, but not too many ways to really get around where you want to go. And another healing water, so we have 3 healing waters, which is the equivalent of heal 4. It will instantly heal all of your HP. So, no, I didn't want to go back out. We're going to be saving those. That guy, if we talk to him, he says, you look kind of familiar. Do I know you from somewhere? I think he's one of the dwarves from the tunnel. Alright, so now we go in here. And we're not going to go up that one. We're going to look in these barrels and find the demon rod. And I am not going to be using any of the cursed weapons. Why? Because I like myself. And I don't want to take the risk of being shafted, honestly. They are the highest damage weapons in the game, but they're cursed, so they can mess you up. Alright, we're gonna give Bowie the white ring, because he is the only person who can use it, other than a vicar. And it raises his defense by 10, and it gives him an Aura 2 ability. So, that's actually quite useful, given the situation. Alright, so I'm not going to do anything mithril weapon-wise, because I've already done it, but I'm going to show you. You come over here, talk to Billy here, and Billy the retarded Dwarven craftsman, he's going to ask you if you have any mithril, and I've already put the remnants that I have left back in the caravan. And you give him a piece of mithril. You can give him up to like 3 or 4 pieces of mithril, I think. You can give him several, and he'll make weapons for whoever you say. The weapons are at random. So I went through to make sure I got the weapons I wanted. The weapons I made grand cannons for Elric and May. That's the highest attack weapon they've got. They have a slightly weaker one that also can cast Muddle. But, you know, I don't put much stock in Muddle being useful, so I went with a higher damage. For Jaro and Chester, I made Mist Javelins. They are the highest attack weapon available to them, and they're javelins, so they have an extra range to them, which is quite useful. A good secondary item for close-range combat is the Holy Lance. It adds defense, and they recover 10 HP a turn when using it. And I think it can be used to cast Heal, or something like that. So, I mean, it's ridiculously good. I thought about making one of those for each of them as well, because I've got 3 pieces of mithril left, but after the amount of frustration that I had to deal with, I said no. Karna and Sarah, I made Giant Knuckles. They are the highest attack weapon. That's about all they've got going for them. A good second is the Misty Knuckles. It's a little bit weaker, and it can also drain an opponent's MP. And that's actually kind of useful when wanting to deal with some of the magic users that we're going to be having to deal with in the upcoming fights. But I figured I don't want to waste the time if their weapon cracks or breaks or any of that, so I just went with a high attack. See, Gerholt doesn't get a weapon. May, we told, got the Grand Cannon. Peter doesn't get a weapon. Slade gets the Gisarme. Gisarme? I don't know how to pronounce it. It is the highest attack katana. There's 2 other katanas. There's a regular katana, which is the lowest, and then the ninja katana, which is the middle. but then he can also use other sword weapons, so it really wanted to make a critical sword for him, and I about snapped when it didn't want to actually give me a good sword. But the Gisarme, however the hell you pronounce this thing, can instantly kill non-bosses. You get a regular attack animation, and then the enemy cuts in half and splits, and then vanishes. And it says that they were cut down. It's amazing. It doesn't proc very often, but it's definitely going to up Slade's kill count. Kazin got the Mystery Staff. This staff is... no one gives a crap about attack. The only special thing it does is it recovers 2 MP a turn. There are a couple other staffs. There's the Supply Staff, which is a alright one. It removes opponents' MP as well. Blah, blah, blah. And then there's the Freeze Staff, which if you promoted Kazin to a Sorcerer, it allows him to cast Freeze level 3. I think it's 3. And which is good for if you want an area of effect spell that will do a little bit more damage without having to eat MP. Jaha, as a Baron, he can use swords or axes. I made the Ground Axe. It's not the most powerful axe. That would actually be the Rune Axe. The Rune Axe can also cast Detox level 1, which is kind of retarded. That is the highest attack weapon. The Ground Axe is the second highest attack weapon, and it also increases his movement by 1. So I figured that 1 extra movement offsets the damage. So we're fine with that. Other than that, he can get another Heat Axe or an Atlas Axe, which Atlas Axe is the upgrade that casts Blaze level 3. Bowie, did not make a weapon for Bowie because it's kind of useless. There is one special sword that Bowie can get called the Levanter. It's a fire sword. It is a little bit better than the battle sword, which the battle sword is also a mithril weapon. But it also casts Blaze level 3. A lot of people get it for the Blaze level 3 effect, but I don't want to go through the madness of trying to get a sword that is exclusive to Bowie. I hate this kind of retarded, blacksmith. It took him forever to make some of these weapons. So, yeah. Alright, now we leave. Now that we've got everything that we need there, we're going to walk down here, and we're going to explore Gollum a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. This will be a little bit short once we talk to some of the people here. And we're back at Gollum. This is the first time we've been back. And everyone now knows Red Baron is Lemon. And... yep, we survived. Pretty much the whole town survived. And I thought I got these. I probably got these in my first playthrough. But I didn't get them on this file for whatever reason or another. So now I've got 2 medical herbs that I'm going to turn around and sell. Sell the medical herbs because they are beyond useless. I'm probably going to sell the demon rod too. Yeah, I'm going to sell the demon rod. There's cursed rod, cursed knuckles, cursed sword, cursed lance, and a cursed axe. So, yeah. I'm going to put the Sky Orb back in the caravan, which is conveniently over here for some reason. Put the Sky Orb back there. And I need to buy more healing items, but I'll do that in a bit. Alright, and we come over here. Lemon made that hole. He jumped off the top of the castle, but he didn't die. A-hole. Yes, Bowie, you are an a-hole. No, I didn't. But that is where we're going to be going soon. I didn't go. I was smart. Yes, yes, you were. A handsome boy is leading the devils now. Oh, well. We know what that's all about. And the King's Chamber, which we could not... well, I mean, we probably could have gotten into, but we just didn't. History of Gollum and Soldiers. We are going to go and try to get into the armory now. Because there are items that we can get. See, they're not gonna care. Fairy powder, horribly useless this late in the game. And another healing water. So we've got 4 of those now. And nothing left. Apparently Lemon was looking for the Holy Sword. Good to know. Good weapons and armor, huh? Yes. Alright, so we're gonna leave. And there's gonna be a little bit of dialogue once we step out of the castle. Bowie defeated Red Baron. Xeon's getting kind of pissed off at us, really. This is not going over well for him. Yep, your soldiers suck that much. Bowie was smarter. Whoops. Yes, you will stake your life on it. This is your last chance. And Odd-Eye. Nope. And now we get a really interesting plot twist. If Gesp fails, that means we have to fight Odd-Eye. But we don't know. Bowie doesn't know that Odd-Eye and Adler are the same person. So, respect your parents. Alright, so that's really it. Everything else at this point is, there's another battle coming up, but I don't really want to start that just yet. Oh, we can get into it. We won't start the fight. So we'll leave. And this is the fight with Gesp. And we'll be doing this fight in the next installment, but I figure we'll get the talking out of the way. He finally considers us worthy opponents because he's scared. He is scared out of his mind. Alright, so yeah, I'll go ahead and end this part here, in which you guys, and then I'll do the introduction for all the bad guys in the next part. So yeah, I will see you all in our next installment. Till then, later everyone.